How to spot warning signs of skin cancer before it's too late. Our skin is the largest organ and our first line of defense against damage to our body. There are different types of skin cancer that can develop as serious and life-threatening diseases if not detected early on. By the end of this video, you will know how to look for early warning signs of skin cancer and understand the best ways to protect against skin cancer. What are the different types of skin cancer? Basal cell carcinoma, or BCC. This is the most common form of skin cancer and is usually found on areas exposed to the sun, like the face, neck, and hands. BCC often appears as a pearly or waxy bump with visible blood vessels on the surface. It may also present as a sore that doesn't heal, or heals and then reopens. While it rarely spreads to the other parts of the body, if left untreated, it can grow and cause significant damage to surrounding tissues. Squamous cell carcinoma, or SCC. SCC appears as a thick, rough, scaly patch that can bleed easily when disturbed. Like BCC, it's typically found on sun-exposed areas but can also develop on the mucous membranes and genitalia. While SCC is less likely to metastasize than melanoma, it can still spread to nearby lymph nodes and organs if not caught and treated early. Melanoma. Although it is the least common, melanoma is the most dangerous form of skin cancer. It is responsible for the majority of skin cancer-related deaths. Melanoma can develop anywhere on the body, and it often appears as an irregularly shaped mole or dark spot that changes in size, shape, or color over time. Early detection is critical, as melanoma can spread rapidly to other organs and tissues. How to check for signs of skin cancer. Conducting regular self-examinations can help identify suspicious spots or changes on the skin. The ABCDE rule and ugly duckling signs are valuable tools to remember when evaluating moles and their growth. The ABCDE rule for skin cancer. To help you identify potential signs of skin cancer, remember this rule. A is for asymmetry. If one half of the mole does not match the other half in size, shape, or color, it could be a warning sign. B for border. Pay attention to moles with irregular, blurry, or jagged edges as opposed to well-defined borders. C is for color. Multiple colors or uneven distribution of color within the mole should be examined by a dermatologist. D for diameter. Moles larger than 6 millimeters, about the size of a pencil eraser, warrant closer examination. E for evolving. Be wary of moles that change over time, growing, shrinking, bleeding, or becoming itchy. If you notice any of these signs in a mole, have it checked by a dermatologist promptly, as they are specialists trained to recognize suspicious lesions and perform biopsies if necessary. The ugly duckling sign of skin cancer. In addition to the ABCDE rule, another helpful technique is the ugly duckling sign. This refers to a mole that looks different from the surrounding moles on your body. It's crucial to become familiar with the pattern of your moles, so when an outlier appears, you can recognize it as an ugly duckling that requires evaluation. The reason why this sign holds such value in skin cancer detection lies in its association with the development of melanoma, the most aggressive form of skin cancer. Melanoma often arises from existing moles, and changes within a pre-existing mole are among the critical indicators of its development. Detecting these changes at an early stage offers the best chance for successful treatment that can be life-changing. Signs of skin cancer beyond moles. While moles are common indicators of skin cancer, there are other less-known signs that shouldn't be ignored. Here are a few additional warning signs to keep in mind. Persistent itching or pain. While itchiness or pain can be caused by various skin conditions, if a spot on your skin persistently itches, hurts, or is sensitive even without any visual changes, it might be worth investigating further. Open sores that won't heal. Non-healing sores or ulcers despite wound care measures could be an indication of skin cancer, particularly in areas often exposed to the sun or that experience repeated trauma. If you notice a sore that lingers for more than a few weeks without improvement, it's time to seek medical evaluation. Spreading redness or swelling. While redness and swelling can be signs of inflammation or infection, a rapidly expanding red, swollen, or tender area might be a sign of invasive skin cancer and should be evaluated by a healthcare professional, as they might warrant further investigation to rule out skin cancer. Changes in nail beds. Skin cancer can even affect the nail beds, and detecting changes in the nails is essential. Dark streaks or spots under the nails are known as subungual melanoma, or changes in the nail shape or texture, such as thickening, pitting, or splitting, should be examined by a dermatologist. Bleeding or oozing. While minor injuries can cause similar symptoms, any spot on the skin that bleeds, oozes, or forms a crust without an apparent reason should be checked by a healthcare professional to have such spots evaluated to rule out more serious underlying issues. High-risk factors of skin cancer. Certain factors can increase your risk of developing skin cancer. Knowing these risk factors can help you be more vigilant in monitoring your skin. Sun exposure. Prolonged and unprotected exposure to ultraviolet or UV rays from the sun or tanning beds is a significant risk factor for all types of skin cancer. Fair skin. People with fair skin, freckles, or a history of sunburns are more vulnerable to skin cancer due to lower melanin levels, which are the pigments that provide some protection against UV radiation. Family history. If you have a family member with a history of skin cancer, particularly melanoma, your risk may be elevated as genetics can play a role in determining your susceptibility to certain types of skin cancer. Weakened immune system. Those with weakened immune systems, such as organ transplant recipients or individuals with certain medical conditions, have an increased risk of developing skin cancer. The immune system helps identify and destroy cancerous cells, so a weakened immune response can allow skin cancer to develop more easily. Age. As individuals age, the risk of skin cancer, particularly melanoma, increases. This might be due to accumulated sun exposure over time and the body's reduced ability to repair sun-induced damage as it ages. Moles and atypical moles. Having numerous moles or atypical moles puts you at a higher risk, especially if you have a history of sun exposure. Atypical moles have irregular borders, uneven color, and larger sizes compared to typical moles. These moles may be precursors to melanoma, and individuals with many atypical moles should have regular checkups with a dermatologist. How to protect against skin cancer. Sunscreen is one of the most effective ways against skin cancer. However, not all sunscreens are created equal. Look for broad-spectrum sunscreens that protect against both UVA and UVB rays. Additionally, choose products with water-resistant properties, especially if you plan to swim or engage in other water activities. For maximum protection, apply it generously to all exposed skin, including your face, neck, ears, and hands, at least 30 minutes before going outside. Reapply every 2 hours or more frequently for swimming or sweating. Additionally, scheduling regular checkups with a dermatologist is crucial, especially if you have high risk factors or a history of skin cancer. Dermatologists are trained to identify potential issues that may be easily missed by an untrained eye. If you've learned a thing or two on how to detect early signs of skin cancer, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on other videos.